I have no clue where to begin with this, but I am going to try my best and share this story with you. In 2012, my mom was diagnosed with cancer, and she started her treatment. That was the same year that I was joining high school, so I was in a boarding school. My mom started a treatment, and I'm not sure exactly which month she started, but that's the year I remember she started her treatment. I was in school most of the time, so I don't have that much information, okay? But my mom went for surgery. It went well. They removed one of her breasts. She started chemotherapy. She did radiotherapy and then chemotherapy, which went well. She did lose her hair. I remember going back to school and then coming back, and my mom is now wearing wigs. And she finished the chemo, and even her hair grew back after that, after some time. And she looked good. She looked healthy. She had strength. She had beautiful hair. It grew back, and everything was going so well. So she after chemo and all that, there's some medicines that she was taking, some pills that she was taking every day. I don't know they were pills for what, but I remember she was taking some pills which were costly, by the way. So we knew, like, my mama was okay. 2012, 13, 14, she was doing very well, because she even went back to work. She was a tailor, a very good one. So in 2017 is where everything changed. My mom's health deteriorated, and it was really bad. Her feet started swelling. She had trouble breathing, and she went to the hospital, and she was told that one side of her heart was longer than the other one. Um, she was told she had cardiac, I can't remember cardiac what, but those medical terms I can't remember, but yeah, she was told that she had that. So I remember her showing me a scan, like you see those photo scans that you get. And I also recall showing me like the difference, like the side that was longer compared to this other one. I can't remember the exact number, but it was quite long stretched. So she started treatment. There were days that she could do well, and she could even go back to her sewing machine. She will do her job. She had to like close the shop. She had to like bring the machine at home, and she used to work at home. She could sew the clothes in the house. She could just do everything in the house. Like, she could do her job in the house, and she was really good at that. She was really gifted. So there was a time where I was preparing dinner, and my mom my mom I don't know if she was talking, but she just went silent all of a sudden, and she was like she was trying to say something, and one side of her mouth, like, things, she had changed. It was like someone who has a stroke. One part of her body she couldn't move, her feet, her hand, this side, I can't remember which side exactly, but one side she couldn't move. It was like a stroke. I don't know, like, can you get a stroke for 1 minute or 2 minutes? I don't know. So yeah, that happened. It was scary for us. It was really scary. I remember she hated nights so much. She hated every time that it was now time for us to sleep. She hated it because that's the time when things will be like will be so hard for her, when she will feel like, what can I say, like it was hard for her to sleep. And she used to say, yeye hapendi usiku, like every time ni usiku hapendi, kwa sababu we will be sleeping, my brother will be sleeping, I'll be sleeping. I was sharing a bed with her, but let me tell you, it was tough. At night it was tough. It is when things will get hard. I remember her she wanted to take all her pills, because when they found out that she had a problem with her heart, they gave her some more medicine. So she was just tired, and she wanted to take all her pills. She wanted to commit suicide. But, and it wasn't the first time, it was several times. I remember her even telling me that she hated her life and asking me, like, why do I have to go through this? She was really depressed, asking me, why do I have to go through this? Mm. And her telling me that I hate myself, like, you, why am I in pain, and why am I going through this? There are times where we thought she was doing well, she was getting better, she'd be up on her feet. I'll even come from work, and my brother will come from school, and she has cooked. She'll even tell us, I went for a walk today, I was outside, and she was happy. And let me tell you, the moment it was dark, like usiku, things will just change. It's like angegonjeka tena sijui, I don't know what will happen. It's like her health will just become something else. And then she started hallucinating. Should I say hallucinating? I don't know. But she started telling us that she can see someone. She used to tell us, can't you see him? Can't you see him? Ndo yule pale. Hukaoni. And we're like, yo, we can't see anything. And we'll tell her, calm down, there's nothing there. And then she'll come back to us and things are normal. But at night it was terrible. At night it was really bad. It was really bad. And she kept on telling us that I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. It was, she told us this so many times that I feel like we were just ready for anything to happen. Consider the fact that she was in and out of the hospital. 1 minute she's out, the next she's back there, and she was even put into ICU. And then it was just too much. It was too much for us. But I feel like we were being prepared for whatever was going to come, because on 31st October 2017, I woke up in the morning to prepare myself for work. But on this day I didn't sleep with my mom. On this day I slept on the sofa. And I wondered, why isn't she telling me, like, my mom would wake me up and she'll tell me, prepare this, I'ma prepare that, I'ma do this, before I left for work. But on this day there was silence. Like, there was just silence. I went to check up on I went to check up on her, and she was lying on the bed. I remember holding her hand, and it just fell. There was no movement, there was nothing, it was just silence. So I rushed out. I went to call a neighbor of ours, and I told her, come check up on my mom. I think she's gone, but can you just come and check up on her? Maybe she's okay, just come. She started wailing, she started crying and wailing, and now I was in panic mode. I was crying, but I wasn't wailing, but I was crying. And then this lady was wailing. She called one of her neighbors who checked on my mom, and she said she's normal, she has actually left us. And she said na hajakufa kitambo. After that, I called my aunt, and my aunt did not believe it. Even when I was telling her on the phone, she couldn't believe it. And she eventually found strength to come. And yeah, that was what happened. I've really tried to share this story. There's some parts that I've left out, guys, but basically, yeah, that is, I've shared what I've remembered, because that is how it was confirmed that my mom had passed. Now my uncles came, she was taken to the mortuary, and you know what's next. So I want to tell you that with time it gets better. With time you heal. Eventually you're gonna be okay. Okay, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine, you are going to heal. There are moments where I will crash down, I will cry. Like today, I've been crying from morning. In occasions like Mother's Day, in occasions that like in October, because October was the month that we lost her, I really crash down. I will cry. I will, when I just remember something. I wasn't in, like, didn't have a good relationship, but even though I don't think I wanted to lose her. She was a huge, what can I say? She was, I don't even know what to say, but you know, she was my mom. She was my mom. And I miss her. I miss her so much. And the days where I crash, I cry, I scream, and I just call her. Yes. There are times where I will dial that number expecting for her to pick. But there's no one. There's no one. There's no on the other side with God, and also time. Everything will be okay. You will heal. You will get better. God will give you strength. You have him. You may feel like you have no one. You have no one by your side. You may feel like you are lost. You may feel like the whole world is crashing, or you know, it's just coming to an end for you. Like you've lost someone you have known all your life. This is someone who brought you up. This is someone, he was the mother, she was the mother, she was the father, you know. But what I can say is that with God, you get to a place where you feel better. Okay, this is not the end of this video. For sure, I'll like shoot a part 2 on how my healing process has been, so be on the lookout for that. But for now, allow me to end this video here.